Howdy guys, I'm BubbleFortress. Welcome back to another episode of Kingdom Quest, and in today's video I will be building a Nordic church. Before we get to the church, I do need to move some villagers over to Subscription, which is our subscriber village. I built this village in this video, and if you subscribed on that video, then you got your own villager in the village. So there were 18 subscribers off that video. As of me recording this, there might be a little bit more later. I saw Ray got some more views. But, yep, 18 villagers. So I decided to build a soul sand bubble column and a little water ramp or slide to go all the way down to the village. And unfortunately, we did lose a couple of villagers because of a zombie outbreak. I don't think I got any footage of this because it happened while I wasn't recording and just trying to move the villagers, but that is very unfortunate. I will breed some more villagers up and rename those villagers. I have a list of the subscriber numbers that we lost there, but we did get all of the villagers in. We need to breed a couple more to meet that 18 quota, but that is it. Alrighty, moving on. We got something big planned. We got something big to do. It's gonna be in Portsfield instead of the village. Instead of the subscriber village, Subscription. And it's going to be right here because I've always loved this part of the grass here. It looks like a little staircase. So we're going to make that into a staircase, and a mental case. And we're going to put the feast hall up top here. And I'm probably going to have to do some terraforming right here, but I'll figure it out. And I was going to put a castle here, but I figured putting it up there would be a lot cooler because we're going to build the frame out of dirt. And hopefully it turns out pretty cool. Let's build the outline. So the framework is practically done. I'm not going to do the roof because I don't really know what the outline is for that. Like, I don't know what I'm going to go for. So just going to leave it open. So this is going to be really cool to build. So I know I said church in the intro, but when I originally started this video, I was going to build a feast hall. And I was going to build the feast hall off of this concept art that I found on ArtStation. Link in the description because I did end up going with a version of this. But I eventually altered it into a Nordic church. And the biggest inspiration for this build was the chapel in the hills in Rapid City, South Dakota. I recently went there this summer, actually, with my family, and it was such an awesome church. So it is a replica of a stave church that is in Borgund, Norway, and it looks really cool. Yeah, I'll throw some pictures up on screen. My mom actually bought me a book so that shows the different cross sections and gives you a history of the church. So it's really cool. So kudos to my mom for that. But anyway, there you go. Now it's explained. You could go to normal BubbleFortress. We have these interruptions almost every episode. So, let's go get some materials for the build. I just got a bunch of shulker boxes full of materials that we can use from the subscriber village and the Halloween village. I just had them lying around, so might as well, right? Don't want any material to go to waste. There we go. We've got all of our materials in this one little location here. And I do want to say, because I forgot to, look at me forgetting stuff again. This is elevated here, obviously. Actually, it's not elevated. It's levitating. But I want to terraform this area into either a pretty cool cliff with maybe a garden or some nature below, or just make it a retaining wall with a garden up top. Either way would be really cool. Just depends on what mood I'm in when I'm done with this. Okay. Died by a spider, but I do not remember at all where I was. And I might have just lost all of my stuff. But maybe I fell down here. Nope. Oh, balls. This is not good, folks. I didn't really say this in the recording. I didn't cover it that well. But I got up to go let my dog out and to get some drinks. And I paused the recording, but I never hit save and quit on my world. So that's what, it eventually turned night. And because I didn't light up the dirt frame, spiders and zombies were spawning, so a spider killed me. So before the clip that you're about to see, I went back and checked the recordings to see where I last was before I paused the recording. So anyway, just wanted to say how stupid that was, because it didn't really say it well. When I died, because it took me so long to get back, I lost all of my stuff despawned. And I think I say it again in the recordings after this, but it was kind of annoying, and you'll see why. Also, I lost my books, and I say that I've got a backup. That backup, I could not find my books anywhere in that creative backup, so I have to go off of old coordinates now. So I probably am just missing a couple of villages that I found in the Halloween episode because I was looking for the mushroom biome, but that's it. I know where those villages are, so I could go back to those, so it wasn't too bad. Anyway, go ahead, and that was a big voice crack. You can go ahead and go to me that's about to explain some more. Big oof, I was right there next to the ravine, so if the spider, I was right here when I logged off, so the spider would have hit me off probably. Oh, like that. It's all of my stuff despawned. That was my first set of netherite armor too. And it just despawns. That is upsetting. Well, at least we get to start from the ground up. Real quick, I'm gonna make a book and go back and look.
Take a look. It's in a book. A reading rainbow. I can go.
At what I lost, so that way I can keep track of the stuff that I lost. Okay, here's the stuff that I lost because I'm an idiot. I lost my netherite sword in 𝕮𝖚𝖚𝖈𝖍, my silk touch netherite axe, my silk touch hoe, named 𝕮𝖍𝖚𝖈, 𝕮𝖍𝖚𝖈, my silk touch shovel, 𝕮𝑍𝖚𝖚𝖈, my silk touch and fortune diamond pickaxe, my first set of netherite armor, and my second pair of elytra wings, along with my Portsfield shield, the Eye of Sauron, which was my telescope, the lucky rabbit's foot, which is not so lucky, and my two booking quills, which were the Unsub Sylvania planner and the Bubbles Book of Chords. So let's go ahead and get some new weapons, tools, and armor. And I'm actually not going to use mending on any of this because I think it's a lot more fun to repair your tools with diamonds and with diamond tools instead of getting a bunch of levels at an XP farm. But let's go ahead and put on our new armor. Look at that, Diamond BubbleFortress. I do love diamond armor, so this will be fun. You see, now I don't have an elytra, so I think I used to have 3 pair of elytra. I don't know what happened to my third. I lost it. I either gave it to an alt account that I use for recording time lapses, or it's in a random shulker box somewhere, but I don't really want to look for it right now. Let's test out the new sword, though. That. 360. Oh, that was more like a 720. 360. I missed. You have been spared. Okay, let's just get to building. That is a pretty cool build. So far. Missing a roof. That's for shizzle. But, and a lot of details. But I think it looks cool as the little shell that it is now. I really love the calcite, diorite, and birch mixture that's going on there. So, I think it looks pretty cool so far. You didn't see some of this in the time-lapse or edit that I made. Because it's more of the same stuff really, so I just did it off camera. I did this back section here, and the tower and that side as well. This back section is probably going to be the kitchen, and I thought it would be pretty cool to have a separate kitchen area, and then the big table in the middle there, and then this is going to be the bell tower, but I'm also thinking it could be a clock tower. That would be pretty cool. We already have a bell tower that is in the village there. You could kind of see its deep slate peak, whatever it is, right there above. We'll zoom in. It's right above my crosshair there, and don't have a telescope on me. I need to make one. But this is what the tower looks like. Definitely gonna detail it, but this is looking pretty cool so far. Anyway, let's go ahead and add a roof. Look at how cool that looks. I really need to make a spyglass. In fact, I'm gonna make a spyglass real quick so we can view it a couple more times. Oh yeah, wait, I was doing something at my house. I forgot to tell you. So I made this armor right after dying, but I forgot that I had this armor in here, which is my, what does this sword have? Oh, sharpness 3. That has, these Adventurers Golden Mail, Adventurers Hiking Boots, the Adventurers Turtle Helmet, Turtle Shell, and even the Adventurers... Oh. Elytra, which is broken, but I could have mended it. Anyway, there's also an Elytra in my tavern, and these are almost broken, but they aren't named, so... Anyway, it doesn't really matter because I like traveling by horse. Even though it took pretty much the whole day to get back over here to the village, it was worth it for the jump cut. Anyway, back to making a spyglass. There we go. And we can name it something. What about the Bubble telescope instead of the Hubble telescope? Look at that wordplay. Also need a name tag. Here is 𝕮𝖨𝖚𝖗𝖈. A 𝕮𝖮𝖆𝖚𝖚 that spawned in my ender pearls because I was using them to hop around for a little bit. I killed an enderman, so yep. Okie dokie. Oh, I need to go this way. Because down here, if we go along this path, I was farming some oak trees, and I actually made a cool little area with these oak trees. I think it looks pretty cool. It'd be cool if I had some more buildings along the side here. That way the view would be awesome of the church here. But that will be sometime in the future. I didn't finish a roof on the time-lapse because I kind of messed up one of the parts at the top here of the stripped oak logs, but I fixed it, obviously, and I did end up finishing the bottom of the roof, except for this right here, which apparently I left because I am dumb. There we go. Okay. So now that is... I need to put my armor back on. Oh no! Actually, you know what? Let's go without the armor because my skin looks awesome. Yes. That looks sick. Okay. Anyway. I missed. This is why I need the armor. Okay, so the only thing we have left to do is this circular area here, this one, this roof right here, and then that back part right there, which I have the roofs planned in a creative testing world, just like this one, and I just took the screenshots and we're gonna copy them, but instead of a time-lapse, it's gonna be a montage. The footage that I had for the montage did not look that great. Also, you've already seen a montage, so I'm just gonna get to me touring what I built because it was just kind of boring, me building it. So, here you go. Look at how cool that looks. We've got the crosses on the top here, and I'll go around the back to show you. Look at that. We've got some more crosses on the back part here. I'll probably put a chimney in this spot. That's why I kind of left it looking weird. And then I have a cross on the top of the tower here. Once again, I was thinking a bell tower, but I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I really love the way that the roof turned out. I love the oak. I can also show you this back of, or this part of the back. Looks the same as the front. Although we do get kind of a cool view with all of the crosses together. That's pretty cool. And this is a view from the front. We don't have a door yet, but it still looks pretty cool. And if you were a part of the voting on my Instagram, Twitter, or community post, those who voted the birch, diorite, and calcite mixture won. They got 70% of the votes versus the 30 that voted the spruce. Just an overall, like combining all of the voters together. So I can show you the interior though because it looks sick. So we've got really cool archways coming through here. So you've got kind of a 3 archway entrance here, and then it opens up to this grand ceiling, and we've got the bell tower or whatever this is going to be right here. And this is where we're going to have service, so we'll have some pews down the line right here and all the way in here, and the preacher will do the sermon and tell you about the Lord, and then we can move on for the big table that'll be right here, and then this will be the kitchen. So this is going to be really cool once we do the interior this episode. Hopefully we can. Running out of time. I was a bit slow on building this. It just took a long time for some reason. But yeah, let's do the terraforming. We're just going to outline the building first with all of the dirt and bring it up to the same level. Now, I am no master in terraforming, so I'm not like giving any tips or anything. I'm just kind of explaining what I want to do. I haven't terraformed a big area like this before, so we'll see how it goes. I don't know how we're gonna, that was a big voice crack, jeez. I don't know how we're going to terraform this side. I think it would be cool if it kind of matched this level, up until a certain point, of course. But, I don't know. I'm thinking we'll just bring whatever rock face or cliff face that I do for this, didn't mean to show you my face there. Whatever we do for this area, we're just going to continue along this side until we get to the pathway, and then the pathway we can have a little cliff right here, maybe. And that'll be pretty cool, I guess. We'll figure it out. Now, I am going to leave the torches on the roof here because I do want it to be lit up because I really love the roof. And I think it would be cool if you could see it, like, all the way from over here. And see, it looks really cool. And if it was dark, you wouldn't be able to see that much. So, yeah, I think it looks cool. And I'm going to leave the torches on there. You're not really going to notice them, okay, unless you think about it. Which me talking about is going to make you think, so I'll stop. Let's see. So, the entrance is going to be right here. So, our staircase will now be, whoops, okay, bonk, 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 boom. That'll be our stair, I don't know, that's a little long. Alright, dang it. This is what cutting is for, because if I were just to talk to you about this, you'd get bored, so, yeah. Anyway, I'll cut. We figured out the staircase. It's, I'm sure we'll deck it out when the detailing comes, but, you know, it's kind of cool. You kind of just, it's an easy walk up. There's places for you to stand, so that way if you're stuck talking to people, you can just kind of walk your way down the steps very slowly and say, man, I've really got to go. And hope that they don't ask you to go to Cracker Barrel after church. Done. Good grief, that took a little bit. You know what? I'm just gonna use this as my grass farm now, since that's dark. Since there's nothing down here. So boom. Need dirt or grass? Come on down to the church. Okay, so instead of explaining everything, I think it would be a lot easier if I just if I just cut to a montage, because it's a little draining trying to think of stuff and trying to talk. Little spacey this morning, so along with my voice being weird, so I don't want you to hear the weird morning voice. So let's see what you have. You have been spared. Okay, let's just cut to a montage. Guys, we are finally done with the build. Well, the exterior. I decided not to do the interior. I'm running out of time. It is already Thanksgiving. I was supposed to have this out by Thanksgiving. That's my bad. But we could do the interior sometime in the future, probably in the World Tour video, because I am just out of materials. But this looks awesome. Let me get down off of my dirt pillar. And look at that. That is so cool. I'm going to take off the shield. Dude, I love this. Alright, so this is the path that goes up to the front of the church. And it wraps around and back over, because this is a small incline for a large path. And we've got a little area where you can hook up your horses or leave your dogs, which we need a name for this dog in the comments, so let her rip. We've got some flower beds and this little overlook area, which looks awesome. Some built-in cave noises when you come across the corner. This view is sick, especially with RTX, but, you know, just in general, it looks awesome. And you can come around here, some more flower beds, and this path as well, which you saw in the time lapse, which I also forgot to mention. I did not record most of this, pretty much all of it. I just recorded this path, and wow, that is an awesome view. And I was kind of done recording because I kept having to move my camera around and to see me build, and it was just a lot of hassle to get specific angles. So I just went ahead and built everything off camera so you could see it without the view bobbing around a bunch. But one thing I'm really proud of is this secret door. So you click this button right here and you go through, and we've got my secret dungeon and my stone quarry. Not a dungeon, it's sort of more of a shulker box cave with all of my stuff to build stuff. Word hard. But anyway, we can hit this button and go right back out. Kind of pushes us a little bit, but you know, it's fine. This looks awesome. We have a little area. Hello. We have a little area down here, but it's nothing much. It's just the cliffs, and there isn't like a secret door or anything. I forgot to put moss over that. That's kind of annoying. Let's just steal something. Boom. Okay, anyway, it just goes around back to the front again, and there's not a path linking that because I want to keep that grassy. I have no idea what I'm going to do with this ravine. I definitely want to build down in this cave, but I don't have any clue how to make this look cool. So we'll figure it out. Future BubbleFortress will. Or if you have any ideas, let me know in the comments. But the inside, good grief, is this dark? Why is this so dark? Weird. The candles actually light the area. Everything is spawn proof. But it looks so weird with RTX on. See? Okay. There we go. We've got candles lighting the area. Forgot to get rid of this torch. Give me that torch. Candles everywhere lighting the room. And like I said, no, there we go. That looks better. No interior yet. So stay tuned for that. That looks pretty cool. But we've got a path that leads around the back with some more flower beds. And we've got a whole nother cliff back here as well, but I'm just going to do the wraparound real quick. So this is the cliff at the side here. It was a lot smaller, heck of a lot smaller. It just went down here, and the actual grass height was right about here. So I just dug a lot and made the cliff look awesome. It is super cool. I am really proud of this one. Later in this world, I am going to put a path that'll come around here and meet up with the builds that I have over there, like Subscription and 𝕮𝖚𝖚𝖈. So that'll be really cool. But we also have another not-so-secret entrance to the cave here. So in RTX, you can't really tell. It just kind of looks like a weird indentation. But you definitely can tell in normal light. Like, oh, that's a tunnel for sure. But you just come down here, press the pressure plates, and crawl under the trapdoors, and it'll take you all the way to the little quarry, and then to my shulker box monster. And we get to see it in sunset here. This looks so cool. I'm so proud of this build. Thank you for clicking on this video, and happy Thanksgiving. I'm sorry this is a little late. I did want it to be posted on Thanksgiving Day, but that's my bad with terrible time management. But how was your Thanksgiving? How do you celebrate Thanksgiving? And if you don't celebrate it, what are you thankful for? My family usually celebrates Thanksgiving just me, my mom and dad, and my two brothers, and we usually have a big meal. Well, larger than usual. We kind of chunky, but we usually watch a movie while we're eating, and we just thank each other and God for, well, each other and God. So, what are you thankful for? Before I sign off, I wanted to say that November 30th marks my 2-year anniversary, or world anniversary. And I wanted to celebrate it by doing a world tour and maybe fixing up some of the paths around my world and do the interior of this building. So if you want to watch that, that will be posted on November 30th. Hopefully. I am terrible with timing, obviously. I hope you enjoyed the build and the video. Sorry it took so long to get out. Anyway, thanks for watching, and as always, stay bubbly. I will see you next time. Oh, balls.